Hello, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. And tonight, the Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia, joined the Ministry of Youth and Sport as they toured the facilities to host the 13th African Games set to come off next year. Now, the tour forms part of the launch of the 100 days ahead of the Games. Now, Lawrence Baidu with the Joy Sports team was there, and he came through with this report.
The Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia, as part of the launch, inspected works at the Borteyman Sports Complex and the University of Ghana. The games, which were initially scheduled for August 2023, was postponed to March 2024 due to delays in delivering the requisite infrastructure. However, there have been new developments since the announcement of the new dates, with work at both venues nearing completion. Speaking at the launch of the 100 Days Countdown at the University of Ghana, Dr. Bawumia said the African Games will serve as an avenue to invest in facilities for the future.
Indeed, our government sees the development, promotion, and organization of sports, especially the African Games, as an investment for the future. The construction of modern sports facilities for the African Games is therefore a deliberate effort towards providing additional infrastructure to propel sports for development. The construction of these magnificent multi-purpose facilities at Borteyman and University of Ghana for the African Games clearly demonstrate our government's commitment to the development of much-needed sports infrastructure in Ghana.
The Sports Minister, Mustafa Yusuf, following the inspection of the facilities, believes the country is finally ready to host the rest of Africa next year for the Games. According to him, contractors are expected to hand over the facilities in December ahead of testing.
We are fully prepared to host the entire African continent here in March 2024. As you know, we have visited the Aquatic Center, which is the biggest in Africa, the 10-lane warm-up pool, 10-lane competition pool, which is going to be certified by the World Aquatic Body. We are also developing a multi-purpose hall that will take, we use for basketball, handball, and other indoor games, which is 1,000-seater with VIP. We are also developing 5 tennis courts, one of them covered with 1,000-seater with VVIP. We are developing a multi-purpose hall, and you saw it, it's completed. We are also developing University of Ghana Stadium, 12,000-seater. The running tracks that we are doing, the running tracks are going to be certified by the World Athletic Association. We are also doing a warm-up tracks, and you saw it, the Vice President visited there, a new, which is just 5 minutes away from the main competition pool. And this is going to be certified as well. So, and aside that, even at Borteyman, we have another athletic track, which is going to be used for training. So in terms of facilities and our preparation, we are ready. I just want to use this opportunity to appeal to everyone, especially you, the media, and the entire country, to rally behind this game so that we can host the entire African here comes March.
All right, one more question before you go. 100 days may seem a long time, but not too long. When are the contractors expected to hand over the facilities?
The contractors are all expected to hand over the facilities in December. And most of the contractors, especially the Games Village, the contractor is done. We are just waiting because some of the students are still here. That is why the contractor is still on site. Once the students leave, the contractor will put the finishing touches, and the Games, the University of Ghana has revised the academic calendar for us to be able to host the Games.
Chairman of the local organizing committee, Dr. Kweku Fosuasare, also expressed delight at the progress of work at both the Borteyman Sports Complex and the University of Ghana.
I'm greatly satisfied because where we are now, with about a month or so to go, I'm sure the contractors will be able to complete. I mean, you were in Borteyman. You saw the transformation. You've been to Borteyman before. What you saw today, what does it tell you? It tells you that we've come very far, and they are committed. They're working day and night, working around the clock, and they have assured us that come end of December, they're going to hand over the facilities to us. The same thing applies to Concert over here and Mawum's where we're standing, and they'll be handing over the facilities to us. and we'll use January and February to carry out the test. We'll be working in collaboration with the federation heads and the confederation heads to carry out some competitions and events to test the facilities. And we have every belief that whatever defects that may arise, we'll be able to correct them. And come 8th of March, we'll have the opening ceremony at the University of Ghana Stadium, and we will also hold the games and host one of the best games ever in the history of the tournament.
Over 3,500 athletes and officials from 55 countries are expected in Ghana to compete in 23 sporting disciplines over the 16-day period. For Joy Sports, Lawrence Beidou.
Now, Accra Hearts of Folk have received approval from the National Sports Authority and the Ghana Football Association to host their competitive fixtures slated for the month of December at the Bawumia Sports Stadium. Now, this follows directive by the National Sports Authority to close the Accra Sports Stadium to all sporting activities in the month of December. Now, we've got more for you, more details for you in this explainer. Yet, the National Sports Authority informed Accra Hearts of Folk, Great Olympics and Accra Lions about its decision to close the Accra Sports Stadium to all sporting activities in the month of December. Now, the Ghana Premier League is expected to continue throughout the month of December, and likewise some other competitive fixtures in the MTN FA Cup. And what that essentially means is that these three clubs will have to look elsewhere to host their games, their home games, in all of these competitive fixtures. Now, we have picked up that Accra Hearts of Folk have since received approval from the National Sports Authority and from the Ghana Football Association to resort to the Bawumia Sports Stadium for their home games. Now, Accra Hearts of Folk are expected to host their rivals, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, at the Bawumia Sports Stadium on week 14 of the Ghana Premier League. And that game is expected to come off at the Bawumia Sports Stadium. For Accra Lions, we understand they have resorted to the Wafa Park in Sogakope to host their games. Likewise, Great Olympics, who have also now resorted to the Wafa Park in Sogakope to host the rest of their games in December. Now, the move by the National Sports Authority has been met with criticisms across board. Joy Sports Fincho Tahiru had this to say on Sports Zone on Monday about the decision.
The football country is so unserious about football infrastructure. I've never seen one. And we have an INSA director that has no clue what it is like to run a sporting facility, because he's choosing the easy way. And the easy way is you close it down to the football clubs and then use it to host Stoneboy and Shaftawale concerts because he thinks that's what pays the money. It's rather unfortunate. And people are being paid money, your taxes, to take care of that facility. How is it not possible to concurrently run events and football? So much so that you have to close football for an entire month. At a sports stadium, sports is now secondary to music and art festivals. It's sickening.
Now, the National Sports Authority is bent on going ahead with this directive, despite calls by stakeholders of the game for them to reverse the decision and use the facility for its primary purpose. We understand that the authority intends to lease out the facility for concerts. Now, popular among the concerts expected to come off in December is dancehall artist Stoneboy's Fifth Dimension concert, which is slated for December 23rd. Now, Shaftawale was also expected to host a concert there. However, that concert is uncertain at the moment. Now, a number of religious activities are also expected to come off at the Accra Sports Stadium, and all of these are part of the reason why the National Sports Authority are taking this decision. Now, the authority intends to generate enough revenue to be able to maintain the facility, and games by Accra Lions, Great Olympics and Accra Hearts of Folk is not attracting enough fans such that the authority can generate enough revenue to maintain the facility. Well, it leaves to be seen if the authority will go ahead with this directive or rescind it with the 1st of December, just a day from now. Now, former Ghana captain Stephen Appiah believes that the Black Stars are poised to end the 41-year wait for the African Cup of Nations title. The last time Ghana lifted the trophy was in 1982. Now, despite the recent uninspiring performances of the team, Appiah remains positive. He sees the upcoming AFCON in January as Ghana's golden opportunity for glory.
Well, I'm very confident because, I mean, today, as we all know, football is played everywhere. That's why you find it difficult to play with Comoros and the rest. So we should believe in ourselves. We should believe in the team. They should go and represent Ghana. And I know that they would, as I said, they will do well. I mean, we all know what is going to happen next year in January to February. I mean, this is a trophy that I competed and fought for, but I didn't have the chance to lift it. And today, seeing it here, I'm so happy. And I mean, we are not playing anymore, so we are here to be fans and help our junior brothers who are representing the country to go to the tournament to do well.
Obviously, it was a pleasure for you competing in this tournament. To the new generation, how big is this one going into next year's competition?
Well, I mean, that's our World Cup. I mean, African World Cup. So it's very important. I mean, being part of the 22 players that will be selected to go and play in this, to go and participate in this tournament is very huge. So for them, nobody should tell them how important the AFCON is. So they should go out there and play their hearts out. And I'm sure that something good will come out of it. One thing that I can say is, I mean, there are a lot of players, new players that are have introduced into the team. So at times you will find it, it will take you some months to gel well. And I think that they are doing well. We won our first game, the World Cup qualifiers. We lost against Comoros. I mean, it hasn't ended. So they will keep fighting, and we hope, it's a young team, we hope that they will get there. Support the boys. I mean, I've been with them when they played against Madagascar. I mean, the pressure on the boys is very huge, and I hope that they will come out from it, because we have been there before and we have a different strength to play those tournaments. So yeah, we wish them well, and I know for sure that they will do well.
Well, in Formula One, Red Bull's Max Verstappen ended the most dominant season in history with a victory in Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. His 19th win in 22 races. My colleague Nathaniel Lato monitored it and came through with some reactions after the race. Well, that's what we'll leave it. I will leave for you here on Prime.
Well, so it's all wrapped up here in Abu Dhabi, and I'm currently here in the Paddock Club with loads and loads of people. There's been a lot of and networking, and the team from Ghana has had a time so far. Of course, we all do know how it went on the podium, and we are ready for the final ceremony. But I'm just trying to pick up some reactions from the team from West Africa who came through. Hi guys, how you doing? Everything okay? Great. Good to see you again. Look, tell me about the final race and the kind of excitement it gave you. Did it meet your expectations?
Beyond the expectations. Fantastic race. As we expected, Max Verstappen won. Why personally I want Lewis to do better, but it's okay. Next year, come back. But for this year,
I see. Same.
I was surprised to see that. There's a Red Bull car is incredibly fast, incredibly powerful. The rush was crazy. The teamwork, I was watching from the top. Just seconds of changing the car, changing the tires, and it was amazing. The end they took us by surprise with the fireworks. It was amazing.
Great. Look, you were also there. You saw the final lap and all of that. Tell me about the final lap.
I mean, it was always going to be Max, right? It was always going to be Max, but the end, the fireworks, I think just celebration for Max. Last race of the season, it's over. You start again.
Start again, indeed.
That's it.
So, let's come over. Dr. Santiago, remember we spoke to him earlier, and he had some predictions. He predicted earlier. Okay, so let me redo this flag. Red at the top. Doc, I mean, you... Yeah, sure. Doc, you spoke about having Lewis, for various reasons, including sentimental reasons, win the final race. He didn't.
Yes, he didn't. It's one of those things, in Formula One, you can, until the fat lady sings, you can't say anything. You just predict and hope. But I think he had a good race.
and Mercedes was able to get number 2 in the Constructors' Championship, which is the most important aspect of the race today. So we are very, very happy, and we laid the foundation for 2024.
I see. Foundation has been laid for 2024. So, David, I mean, we're having a chat and you were talking about having expectations for next season already.
Yes, next season is going to be a Mercedes season. We are fixing all the problems with our car, so we are coming in strong and uprooting Red Bull.
Okay, so the Mercedes fans seem to have their job, described already. Now, Kwabena here is the president of the Ghana Motorsport Association. Kwabena, it's been a great total experience, and Mercedes fans, you guys are already talking. Tell me about it. You're looking forward to next season already.
Well, at least we came P2. We took the P2 on the Constructors' Championship, meaning that we had a very strong car, not that strong, but at least we did the job to get this P2 Constructors' Championship. So next season, they're coming back stronger. We'll see what happens.
How you doing? Everything good? Good. Nice. Now, talk about the total experience as well. I mean, from the sporting end and from...
You bring two things together, unity and competition. In other words, you bring people from all different parts of the world together. You met people from 20 different countries all coming here in the name of sport and competition. So it's been tremendous. You have the competitive nature of racing. Everyone